You think you've outgrown the beginner label, don't you? You've clocked a few thousand kilometers. Your bike feels like an extension of your body. And maybe, just maybe, you've started looking down on new riders. But here's the harsh truth. Confidence is the most dangerous illusion in motorcycling, because the moment you think you've mastered it, that's when you stop learning. And that's when the road starts teaching you the hard way. You see, being a rider isn't about how fast you can go or how long you've been riding. It's about how aware you are. Some people ride for 10 years and still never evolve past the mindset of a beginner. They repeat the same small mistakes every single day. Mistakes that don't seem dangerous, until one day, they are. And that's why most riders never realize they're still amateurs, until something humbles them. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 9 subtle signs that expose you as a beginner, even if you think you aren't. Signs that separate true riders from those who only look experienced. Because, trust me, every professional rider once believed they were good enough, right before they realized how much they didn't know. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand. Not where your ego wants you to be, but where your skill actually is. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear might sting a little, but it'll also make you a far better rider than you were yesterday. 1. You ride with confidence, not awareness. Most riders confuse confidence with control. Confidence makes you feel powerful. Awareness keeps you alive. A true rider doesn't feel unstoppable. They feel alert. Every sound, every vibration, every shadow on the road, they sense it before it becomes a threat. But beginners, they get too comfortable. They think, I know this road, or I've done this 100 times. And that's when their reaction time slows, their focus fades, and they stop listening to the bike. Confidence whispers, you've got this. Awareness whispers, stay sharp. The day you stop fearing the road is the day the road reminds you who's in charge. 2. You brake with emotion, not precision. Braking isn't about stopping. It's about controlling the chaos. Beginners panic brake. They grab the lever like it's their lifeline. And it is, but not in the way they think. The front tire locks, the bike jerks, and in that half second of fear, everything falls apart. Experienced riders? They don't stop. They manage momentum. They read distance, gravity, surface grip, all in milliseconds. Their braking isn't emotional, it's mathematical. If your first reaction to danger is panic instead of precision, you're still a beginner. Because real mastery starts when you can brake without fear and think while the world is moving fast. 3. You look ahead, but not. True beginners look at the road. Experts look through it. The difference? A beginner stares at what's in front of them. A pothole, a car, a corner. But a true rider sees beyond that. They predict what's coming next. When you look through the turn, your brain calculates balance, speed, lean angle, instinctively. But when you stare at something, your brain locks onto it. That's why beginners crash into exactly what they were trying to avoid. Your eyes are your steering wheel. The moment they freeze, your control disappears. 4. You ride the bike instead of becoming it. You're still a beginner if your bike feels like a machine, not a part of you. Experienced riders don't control their bikes. They merge with them. Their hands, feet, and body work as one system. The clutch isn't pressed, it's timed. The throttle isn't twisted, it's felt. Beginners overthink every move. They're riding consciously, not intuitively. But real control happens when thought disappears. If you're still operating your motorcycle, you haven't yet become one with it. And that connection, that flow, is what separates a rider from someone who just happens to be sitting on a bike. 5. You chase speed. Instead of mastery, speed is seductive. It feeds your ego. It makes you feel advanced. But here's the truth. Anyone can twist the throttle. Only a skilled rider knows when not to. Beginners think riding fast means riding well, but speed amplifies every weakness, every bad habit, every miscalculation. You're not testing your skill at high speed, you're gambling your margin of error. The best riders? They're calm, controlled. They don't prove their skill, they display it, silently. Because they know true mastery isn't about being faster than others. It's about being smarter than yourself. 6. You rely on luck more than skill. Let's be honest. How many times have you narrowly escaped an accident and said, "Phew, that was lucky"? If that happens often, you're not skilled, you're lucky. Riding shouldn't depend on chance. Every turn, every break, every escape should be calculated, not coincidental. Luck runs out. Skill doesn't. A true rider studies their mistakes. A beginner excuses them, because when things go wrong, luck might save you once, but skill saves you every time after that. So now, tell me honestly, which one of these signs hit you the hardest? Because here's the thing, everyone watching this video felt at least one of them. Maybe it was your braking, maybe your awareness, or maybe, deep down, you realized you've been riding for years but never truly learned how to ride. That's not a bad thing. It's awakening. Most riders will click away pretending they already knew this, but the smart ones, they'll stop, think, and admit where they still need work, because that's how real growth begins, with brutal honesty. So comment below which of these signs you secretly saw in yourself. Don't just type for engagement, write it for you, because one day, your self-awareness might be the very thing that keeps you alive on the road.